Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Jackie. And let's get started. For DIY number 1, I'm taking the little cups to a plastic toy set that I used on day 4 of the 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments challenge. And on day 4, I used the plates. So these are the little cups. And I'm going to fill them up with these little pom-poms. I'm just going to hot glue them inside. I start off with 2 in each cup just as filler, but I ended up doing 3. But you can also use floral foam, plastic, paper, what have you. Just fill them up with something. And I'm taking the little spoons that go along with this little set as well, hot gluing them inside, and also these little pieces of straws that I also had left over from another project. And I just hot glue them inside as well to create a little hot cocoa cup. Look at this. Well, I put a straw. I normally don't see those in hot cocoa, but hey, I had them, so I did them. I used them. And here's where I'm using my third little pom-pom. And again, like I mentioned, you can use anything to fill this up. Just fill it up with whatever you happen to have on hand. I had plenty of little pom-poms, so that's what I used. So now I'm going to go in with this puffy paint, and I'm just going to use it to fill up these cups. And again, you don't have to use puffy paint. You can use spackle. You can use anything that's thick. You can even use hot glue. Sure, you can use hot glue. I just happen to have plenty of this puffy paint, so it's what I'm using. So I'm just going to add this until it's all full, and I do this to both until they look like this. Already looking delicious, but wait, there's more. I'm going to use these brown paints. One is a gloss, one is a matte, and you guys tell me which one looks better. So this one is the gloss real brown, and here it's looking like it's going to be fudge, but no, this is actually going to be the hot cocoa. And on the second one, I'm using the apple barrel melted chocolate, and again looking like fudge, but no, I'm going to use my small little brush and fill it all in so it'll look like cocoa. And if it drips along the side, perfect, even better. So after I get it all nice and delicious looking, look how different they look. And this is dry now. Both are dry. So this one's the melted chocolate, it's a matte, and then this is the real brown. And look at this, it looks so shiny. So now I'm going to go back in with the puffy paint, and now I'm going to give the hot cocoa its whipped cream or whipped topping. And I just do a little bit on the top like this, and I do to both. And then I decided to give it a little glittery topping, so I'm going to use my fine silver glitter just to make it look a little bit extra. And I'm going to add the hanger by using a little bit of the red and white baker's twine, and then I'll top it with a little bead, a little red bead, and this will be my cherry on the top. And then I felt like I still needed a little something, so I went ahead and made a couple little bows with some really thin ribbon and just placed it on the handles of the cups to look like this. And that is it for this one. Look how adorable. And this is how they look, looking delicious, and a closer look at the final reveal. And today is day 4 of our 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments open playlist. And I'm hosting it with my sweet friend Melissa over at Melissa Makes It DIY. And each day for 12 days we will be alternating and posting playlists on our channels with tons of inspiration, full of beautiful Christmas ornament DIYs. So when you're done watching this video, please be sure to head on over to my description box and click the playlist. Watch the videos there and get tons of inspiration. These ornaments you can use for decor, for gifts, and you can even embellish your gifts as well. Super fun. For DIY number 2, I'm taking 2 of these wood-shaped pieces from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use this canvas bag and some of this pretty ribbon that I happen to have on hand, and I'm going to attempt to do the plastic fusing like I did on DIY number 4. On DIY number 4, I used wrapping paper to fuse to wood, and this time I'm going to use fabric. So I'm going to use this canvas bag, and I cut it in pieces, and here we go, some plastic wrap, and then the fabric, and then the parchment paper, and I'm using my mini easy press, and look, it works. Now what I did notice is that with the fabric you need to wait for it to cool down, whereas using the paper, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll let that cool down for a minute. And now we'll do the second shape. So here's my plastic wrap, and here's another piece of that canvas bag, and here's my parchment paper, and here's my mini easy press, and I'm just going to fuse it on there, and it works beautifully. But on this one, I decided to use some of that ribbon that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to cut off some of this plastic that's on the bottom that's left over, and I'm going to cut a little piece in the shape of the little cutouts that I cut out of this really cute ribbon. So here I'm just cutting it into that shape, and I'll just place it down on top of this fused canvas that's already on there. And here we'll try this, see if it works. Use my mini easy press to press it down for a little bit till it gets nice and hot, and then we'll remove it, and guess what? It totally worked. Yes, absolutely. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So now I added a couple more pieces. So here's another small piece of plastic, and here's a little gingerbread man, and I do another one next to it like this, and I'll add the second gingerbread man, and I'll place my parchment paper on top and my mini easy press it down, hold it down for a little bit till everything gets nice and hot. And oh my goodness, this came out so adorable. Oh my goodness, the possibilities. This is so adorable. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look how cute. And now I'm just going to take my detail scissors, and I'm just going to snip off the excess fabric and plastic that's hanging on the side, and I go as close as I can to the wood shape. And so I'll just go along and do both like this. And now I'm going to take my parchment paper, put it back on top, and help diffuse all the little ends, because now that I cut it, all the little fibers are going to kind of start to unravel on the sides, because it is a fabric and it is a canvas bag. So here I got them to be a little bit more fused. Now here's where I decided to use some of my apple barrel nutmeg brown paint, a little dab of it, to help paint the little gingerbread men on the inside. But I wanted to water it down a little bit because I wanted to be able to show the details through the paint. I didn't want the paint to be so thick. So here I'm painting my little gingerbread men till they look like this. But look at this, they're starting to bleed through. So my rookie mistake was that I didn't Mod Podge first. But I went ahead and painted the outsides with that same apple barrel nutmeg paint. And now they're beginning to look like cookies. And then the bell is perfect. And the ornament shape one is going to need a lot of work. So now I'm going to go in with my dishwasher Mod Podge. I should have done that first. So if you guys do this, do the Mod Podge first, then paint. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my hanger with my baker's twine. And I'll just secure it on the back with some hot glue until they look like this. Now with the Mod Podge nice and dry, I'm going to go through with my detail scissors and snip off any excess little fibers that might be sticking out, and the Mod Podge makes them a little bit easier to snip off. And I do this to both until they look like this. Now I'm ready to go in with some puffy paint to outline my wood cutouts to make them look like real gingerbread cookies. So I'm just going to take my time and go around and do both until they look like this. Look how adorable. And I even went around the gingerbread men to help with the bleeding of the paint. It helped a little bit, but I could still see some bleeding and it bothered me. So I went in with my red puffy paint and I filled in the rest of this cutout here. So here I just go along the edges and kind of trace, and then I get it all painted like this. Not my best work, but I had to cover up that bleeding through. It just bothered me. And here I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that fine silver glitter just to make it look a little festive. So one will be festive and one will be more neutral. And I'm just going to top them both off with a little bow just to make them look super cute. So this big bow on the red ornament and the smaller bow on the bell ornament. And I almost forgot to add a little bow to my little gingerbread girl cookie. So here's a little baker's twine bow for her head. So I'm just going to add a little dab of glue and put it on top. And look how adorable. Super cute. You guys got to let me know what you guys think. And here's how they look and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3 and my last DIY of this video, I'm going to create some more of these little cookies out of these cutouts. So I'm just taking these cutouts, this little tree and another one of these ornament shaped ones, and I'll go in with my nutmeg brown apple barrel paint, full coverage back and front, and I'm going to go in with my puffy paint and just outline both cookies very simply, just going around, and I do a little bit of a polka dot on the inside. And it looks like a real cookie. Oh my goodness, it totally looks like a real cookie. And once it's dry, then all I do now is just add a bow, and I do add a couple of little frosted berries, one on each with the bow. And that is it for this one, a super quick cookie looking ornament. Oh, and I do add the hanger on the back, of course. I add a baker's twine hanger, and this is all. You guys have to let me know what you guys think. Super cute. And here's how they look, and a closer look at the final reveal, which we are now at the final reveal. Well, I'd like to take a moment and thank Melissa again for hosting with me on this 12 days of Christmas ornaments challenge. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you guys head on over to my description box and watch the playlist for today's videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know which ornament is your favorite from this video. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great, great day. Bye-bye, and Merry Christmas.